Hi, in this part of this lecture, we'll be discussing about a development environment that we'll be using. We have chosen to use Python as our main programming language. If you are comfortable with other languages such as Java, C++, or R, you are welcome to use your preferred programming language. We have one requirement that the deliverable should be standalone executable code. If you are familiar with Python, you are using some form of Python environment, and we have your default environment. In terms of load, it can behave. Then we have a virtual environment. So this is one Pythonic way to actually separate environment between applications, which is lighter than the common global environment. And then there are like some advanced mechanism, for example, using Docker environment. So now our preferred choice is a Google Collaboratory environment. What are the relationship between Google Colab and Jupyter Notebook? So Jupyter is the main contributor of the Python environment, and in summary, this is a client-server based application. And the programming part and also the output you can experience as a form of document. So Jupyter Notebook is available almost about 40 different programming languages, and it's an interactive programming experience in the form of documents, and it's easy to mark down, and it follows a cell-based execution workflow, and the documents both contain executable code and the markdown. And the link between Jupyter Notebook and Google Colab is a specific form of Jupyter Notebook maintained by Google, and it mainly uses Python as its base programming language. So if you are familiar with Jupyter Notebook, you might know that IPython is its predecessor, and the Jupyter Lab is its successor. So in our case, we'll be using Google Colab, and Google Colab is a specific version of Jupyter Notebook. As I mentioned, that we'll have another video for Google Colab setup, but here we will be exploring some notebook. So this one is Google Colab on my Google Drive, and publicly available. You have like some text, so these are marked down, and then you have some cells which you can run by pressing Shift plus Enter, and you will see results directly available as a cell output. So you can see that 2 plus 2 is 4, and then 5 minus 4 is 1, and then you have a little bit higher level statements. So we are just adding two statements, then multiplying, assigning and displaying some string values to some variables. So anyway, I have provided this link on the documentation page, so you can experience by yourself. But the whole idea is that I expect by the end of this week we have our Jupyter Lab environment ready to start some coding. Thank you so much.